You are now entering the Thick Goddess Energy Morning Show. We in the building. High priestess in the building, didn't let my fears kill me. Transmuted my pain in that cleanse in the rain. Found out I was working and I conquered my demons. I accepted my purpose and the goddess I became. Good morning, good morning, good motherfucking morning. Wake up, wake up, blah, 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 wake up. If you know the system of the down, you got that right. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your Thick Goddess Energy morning show, and I am your host, Ariana, aka Divine Moon Goddess, coming at you with some real ass shit. It's Wednesday, hump day. This show is brought to you by Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings.com, where all your questions get answered. Don't forget to go book me for some real ass shit. You want some real life coaching, then book me, right? Guidance and support, go book me. You want to learn from me, go to the shop and book me. Okay. We're also brought to you by Shanti Rentals Inc. I'm going to show a quick commercial promo right now, and then we're going to get into it because I have a beautiful show for us this morning. So while these notifications are going out, while everybody is waking the fuck up and tuning in, we're going to cut to a commercial break and we'll come right back. Well, damn. Good morning. I am going to shorten that as best as I can short. It's like 5 minutes long, but I gotta learn how to captivate in like 1 minute, right? I don't know commercials, Sean. I don't know commercials. So good morning, good morning, good morning. I've been playing with this StreamYard stuff just to kind of see like what I want to do with it and put commercials or ads in it as I move along, right? So if you want to sponsor this morning's show, information is in the description on where to go to contact me. And of course, I got to vet you to see if you're legal and stuff. I just don't want to be supporting some bullshit. I do care about what I am being an ambassador for or things like that. I get a lot of people in my inbox, especially on Instagram, about being an ambassador, and I just am not going to do it for just anybody. I don't give a shit if I'm still starting out. I'm just not going to be promoting a bunch of bullshit just because. Just because. So definitely get in my inbox. Of course, I'll look at it and see where I want to go with that. Right. Good morning, y'all. Wednesday morning, hump motherfucking day. Hopefully, you guys are not dragging. I was dragging this morning. I was like, damn, I just want to be asleep for a couple more hours. Good morning, Shondell, Lashina, Larika, Evelyn, Amber, Heather. Good morning. Um, Awesome, Evelyn. I just want to know if they answered that one part, that question for me, that I wrote. But anyway, we are at a over 100 episodes. We celebrated yesterday. If you missed it, thank you to each and every one of you guys that share me out, that refer your family and friends to me, and you guys that have been vibing with me for fucking ever. And even those of you who disappear for a while and come back, the love is never lost. And I do appreciate each and everyone who has come through my path, good and bad, good and bad. I thank you all, the haters included, because it is because of you haters that I strive to the top. If it wasn't for the haters, who would give us that boost, right? If it wasn't for the haters, we wouldn't get that. Like, fuck that. I'm about to show you. The biggest thing is I may be spiritual, but I'm not Buddha. So there is times where my ego does get in the way, and I'm like, oh, so you think I can't? I'm about to show your ass that I can. And then I have to check myself because then I get a tower. The life of being a human, right? You said it's a dull morning. Oh, hell to the motherfucking no. We got to change that. Shondell, you feel drained. Aw, you need to release some of that shit. Good morning, Tiffany. I did feel tired though. I keep saying this though, but you guys know if you look into ascension symptoms, right? Which I feel like I've been having ascension symptoms for fucking 4 years now. Um, but it's like never ending. But when you look into when you're elevating or in your spiritual path, right? When you're allowing light from your creator energy to kind of come into you, you're replacing the dense lower vibration with the light body, right? If you start looking into that shit, it makes a lot of fucking sense of what you're feeling. um hey, Anya, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Anya, probably not. I think Anya is a pretty name though. Sakori, good morning. Oh, it's raining where you're at, Tiffany. The sun's out where I'm at. So if you start looking to, a lot of the ascension stuff, if you're changing and you're growing, so is your physical body. And so your physical body will take a toll on some of the things that are going on, and you'll need rest. If you feel you need rest, get rest, because that's your body telling you like we're in overdrive now. Like my body, and I'm hard-headed as fuck. Spirit can tell my ass to sit down all day long, and I'm like, I got things to do, Spirit. I got things to do. I'll be back for this nap. And then I kind of pay for it later, but that's because I'm hard-headed as fuck, right? Um, so, if you're feeling certain things, just, take that time, take that moment to just, woosah, get some extra sleep, try to at least go to bed a little bit earlier. Um, I'm sorry to yawn at y'all. Um, Even when I try to go to bed early, I end up not being able to go to sleep. So I don't know. My physical body is all over the place right now. Hey Kimberly, good morning, Rodriguez. So if if you were on last night's live, we did Where the Fuck is My Soulmate? Nobody go watch that. Nobody, pretty much nobody had fucking soulmates last night. That was the most horrible soulmate read I've probably done in a while. Don't go read that shit. I think I'm gonna switch it to divine partner. We're just gonna say fuck the soulmates and go for the divine partners. Yeah, see, that's the bad thing too, when you try to go to bed early and then be up at like 3 a.m. And I'm like, come on, spirits, I don't want to meditate with y'all at 3 a.m. Like, I don't want to kumbaya with y'all asses at 3 a.m. Like ancestors, like leave me alone, you know? But at that time, that's when everybody wants to like fucking talk to you, right? That's, the biggest thing is having that manifestation, because it's actually the best time to manifest your dreams is at 3 a.m. Hey Dominique, um you said you visited but didn't stay. I'm glad you didn't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I think there was probably like two sides that got soulmates. Everybody else was shitty as fuck. So oh, thank you, Evelyn, for the stars. So, try to, it's trying to get a routine. I have a lot of energy. My problem is I have a lot of energy. So it's kind of hard for me to sit still. I've been like this since a kid, right? Because that's healers have an enormous amount of energy for the purpose of what they do. The purpose of your energy affects others, good and bad, but it also, this is why you have extra, because you're going to use it, right? And so if you don't have outlets to use that energy, well, then you get to these points of being restless, not being able to wind down. If you have children that are all over the place, they have this extra energy. Most likely they are healers. I say most likely because of course I'm not diagnosing them with shit, right? um but most likely that is them, and they can't wind down, they can't get to that space of calmness because they have all this extra fucking energy. And if you don't have an outlet to release this, well, what the fuck do you do but keep bouncing off the walls? And so that's one of my biggest things of having all this extra energy. And I actually started walking again, so my ass is walking, and I'm still not burning enough to take my ass to bed when I need to. And look, it is what it is. You said, like, fuck that. I ain't talking to nobody at 3 a.m. Is that why when my dog injured herself, I felt zapped of energy and kept my hands on her? Uh-huh. Yep. You just naturally wanted to heal her. And I'm pretty sure you did, especially because you kept doing it. Um, I do remember the bully. Wow. See, I told you she wasn't over, right? I think I said that, like, that bitch was still gonna come after you. People like that are just crazy. You are awakening at 4 a.m. this morning here and ringing. Oh, I would have told them shut up. I would have told them, please shut up. Like, we can't. Not at 4 a.m., not the ringing in the ears at 4 a.m. Not the ringing in the ears at 4 a.m. It's just no. Magnesium before bedtime makes a world of difference before bedtime. I wish I had like a regular bedtime. I'm not there yet. I keep trying to get there. Maybe I'll look into that and just see. Um, I keep trying to get to a regular bedtime, but that doesn't happen right now. I actually am all over the place. I normally go to bed about 2 a.m. I'm trying to make myself go to bed by 2 a.m. so I'm not up past 2 a.m. That's like the latest, which we've been doing pretty good. Ringing in the ear can be different types of spirits. Per doctors, it's tendonitis, but what I have found, it's my spirit team annoying the shit out of me. um, and my ringing is not ringing, it's changed in octave, so it started as ringing, and then when I started to open up and really work on my gifts, it changed. So at one point I was hearing this crazy ass radio frequency, which was weird as fuck, and then to one point then it changed to a really high intense whistle, which I was like, why are y'all trying to kill me? And then it changed to, when you put a shell to your ear and you hear that like wisp sound in a shell, then it turned to that. And now I call it the white noise now. So whatever fucking level or vibration I'm at now, it is this like white noise. It's not a ringing, it's just like, and then everything else kind of drowns out. So all the other sound will drown out and I'll just hear this kind of like white noise. It's pretty trippy how it changes. Um, but it's normally them annoying the hell out of me. You are so welcome. And karma's not a bitch. Karma is actually an asshole. Karma is actually a dude. Karma is a masculine energy. I don't know why they say karma's a bitch, because karma is actually masculine as fuck. It's the lord of karma. Magnesium lotion. Heather, you're gonna have to send me that. Like what is that? Yeah, yeah. Western medical will have their reasoning, and I ain't gonna fight nobody's doctor on it. What I have noticed in my path, I could tell you in my path, what I have always had ringing in my ears since I was younger. And people will say, oh, it's because you blast your music and you've always had headphones on and blah, 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 blah. What I can tell you is that why has it changed? I no longer have a ringing in my ears. What's changed? Your hearing doesn't get better as you age, right? But I will tell you on your path, you do heal your body in so many different ways. And so it's not ringing anymore. I have the white noise. So what I have seen in my path is it's changed. The octaves has changed, how it comes through has changed. I no longer have ringing. So for them to say that that's what it is for everyone, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe they don't know what the fuck it is. So they call it different things because they're fucking assuming what it is. I think there's a lot of illnesses or symptoms that we have that if you look in the metaphysical books, right, you'll see these things that are just like on point. Whereas in Western medicine, it's more of could be this, could be that, possibly. You ever hear the doctor? Possibly this. So we're going to treat you for all of these things. Uh, Yeah, I like where I'm at, Dominic, now with the white noise because I like that. It just basically everything else drowns out, and it's like I just get the white noise, and it doesn't harm or hurt my ears. It just lets me know somebody is either on my right or my left, and then I just kind of stop and listen. That's one of the other things of where you get like this supersonic fucking hearing. I would be like, how am I deaf? You're telling me I got tendonitis and I'm deaf, right? But I can fucking hear the pin drop in the room, like three doors down. Like, no, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. So I think you just kind of have to look at that, right? You said my ear feels clouded. Maybe I do have air. You can get it in a spray. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I probably could do the lotion. I don't really like sprays. I'm very sensitive to smells. Like if you guys even smell my intention sprays, they're not strong because I can't do very strong smells. I'm very sensitive to smells. I do play meditation music when I go to bed. I can't go to bed without the meditation music. It's too, my mind keeps going. So the meditation music actually starts to help me release my mind from thinking of all the shit I need to do. Because my mind is one of those minds that keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. You hear your appliances ringing. Oh, hell no, I'd have to unplug all of them damn things. Yeah, they've said that, but I don't believe that, Dominic, because I used to have that ringing very bad, but I haven't had that ringing since I started on this path. In my first year, my shit was changing octaves, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Good morning, Miracle. Complete death. You know, the thing about it is the the healing behind just getting with your own energy. I'm telling Lashina, start watching Dr. Joe Dispenza, who's a neuroscience guy, right? Who got into meditative state healing. And they've done so many repairing and healing on things that you people said that they couldn't. All right. The only good thing about it is because he's a doctor and had money, he was able to have the backup. So he was able to take the before and after MRIs. He was able to take the blood work before and after and compare, whereas most people don't have that capability. If you look, there's, I think his book, the most famous book of his is Becoming Supernatural. I think it's something like that. Listen to him, you will start to see that the miracles of healing when you stop limiting your beliefs about your body and your essence and your energy are fucking profound. Um, I used to wear glasses, you guys. Sometimes I wear glasses every now and then. My eyes have shifted. How have my eyes gotten better? You know, I in 2017 I had to get glasses. Like my eyes were so bad that I had to get glasses. I couldn't see signs. My eyes were really blurry. And over this, you know, whatever amount of time, I noticed I don't wear my glasses and I still work at a computer. You know, nothing has really changed for me. I still work at a computer. I'm still looking at a computer screen. And they were telling me it was because of this computer screen that I was staring at the computer all day. My eyes are better. I'm actually going to go to the eye doctor just so I can compare, so I can have the test results, so I can compare from 2017 to this. And that's the only reason why I'm going, not because I need glasses. So it's crazy that they had like my eyesight, especially my right eye, was really bad. Um, and now I don't even need those glasses. I'm seeing, you know, I'm seeing clearer than before. So I think there's these parts of us that we've been made to believe that just, you know, when shit happens, it happens, and that is it. Now, of course, if you lose a limb, you know, I'm highly doubtful that you can grow another one. Like we're not salamanders and shit, you know, we're humans. But I do believe on the inside and the organs that we still have, I do believe with that concentrated effort in meditation with our higher selves, I do believe that we're able to heal. Okay. My grandma's earrings always used to ring. Now she is always saying she sees little kids playing by her window. Uh-huh. I bet you she does see their ass too. You know, there's no real difference. You have to learn who's by what year. Some people say left is angels, right is this, or right is angels, the other one is this. You actually gotta realize, because I tried that, like, oh, if it's an angel, do this one, and no, they'd be all in different ears. So you really just need to either acknowledge, and you want to pinpoint, okay, like that's grandma in my left ear, that's the angel in my right. But for me, I just take it as somebody's in my ear, and what do they need to tell me? You will get the pressure when the third eye is opening. Yep. Thank you, boo. Them sprays is about, you know what? I really need to make more. I only have Soul Passion right now. And that one is getting down to the last couple bottles. Yeah. And I'm just saying, I would say don't hesitate to try. I'm not saying like, yeah, you're going to do everything, but check into his science in metaphysical, a part about it. This guy, neuroscience, I want to say a surgeon, and changed his life about getting in that meditative state in healing. Um, yeah. I've never had diabetes, okay, Heather. I've never had diabetes. I've never had sugar levels, anything like that. I've never had no issues with that. So for me, you just got to kind of look at your body, who you are, and how things are affecting you. A lot of my ailments have never been serious illnesses. They've only been symptoms to deeper causes. And when you start to understand what the root cause of things are that manifest into illness in the metaphysical world, then you start to understand and work through these things on a different level. Western medicine, not that it's bad, it's not bad, but they treat symptoms. They're not healing you. They treat symptoms and they manage diseases. Okay. So that is different from getting to the root cause of something and then working to heal the root cause. So then releases the symptoms. Okay. So big difference in what it is that you're doing, right? Right, right, right. Yeah. And that's the thing. Most people do that. They separate mind, body, soul into different parts, right? Over here, and some people do their spiritual and they just focus on that. And then some people are very sciencey and just on the body and physical, right? But it's all, you have to balance all of it together. Mind, body, soul, and spirit. It's really an alignment of all of them. So Corey, you don't want to hear what spirit got to tell you. So ear pain, there's different ones about ear pain. Of course, I would never tell you guys not to go seek your doctor. Okay. If you're having pain, go seek a fucking physician should you decide to. But when you look at, you got to look at one, we as people don't know enough about our bodies. You don't know what your organs are attached to. You don't know what they represent. You don't know on a spiritual level what your organs or parts of your body are attached to. So that's the first thing that you got to do. Start learning about your body, learning what your ears are for. One, it's about hearing, not just hearing people. It's about listening, listening to spirit, listening to angels, listening to your guides. Okay, you got to realize that some of this shit is that we're not listening or we're not hearing what we need to hear. Um, I know I'm gonna make them soon. I'm just trying to get some stuff together and get finalized. I'm gonna get some not today Satan soon. So once you start looking at what your organs are doing, then you can kind of navigate on how to work with your body, right? Doctors know a lot, but they don't factor in mind, body, soul, and spirit. Okay. Not now, there are a lot of doctors that are switching over. If you guys have seen, there are a lot of doctors that are incorporating the spiritual mind, body, soul together, which is fucking awesome, right? Um, but not a lot of them do. Most of them are staying on the Western medicine present. So you got to kind of look at that. Your all your organs, all your pieces of your body are connected to something, whether it's emotions, whether it's healing, whether it's um, I mean, look at flexology. If you look at Chinese medicine, the points of the feet, the points of the hands in massaging, your lymph nodes from your, to anything. Look at what your liver does. What does it really do? You know you have a liver, but do you know what your liver does, right? Do you actually realize what it does? You have a gut, but do you know what happens, what that placement is? Your gut is a very fucking huge part of your life, not just about food, not just about what you ingest, right? But that's where your emotions lie, in the gut, right? And you got two pieces of the gut. You got the higher part, which is that solar plexus part, which is your drive, your will, vitality, your motivation, right? To get shit done. Your lower part goes into the pelvic area, which is that sacral emotions, creativity. So you have to start to learn the parts of your body, and then you can kind of navigate on what is this for. How do you know if you are a fallen angel? Well, honestly, probably somebody's going to tell you along the way. There are articles on it of different ways to tell. I do think at some point an angel will reach out to you to give you that information and also confirm that information through a meditative state. Just my personal opinion. Most people aren't running around advertising it because there's a lot of kickback once you start saying, like, I'm an angel and I'm from here. Right, right, right. Got you. You got to get to the root cause. In 2017, I can tell you I had a lot going on. I didn't understand it because I wasn't in my spiritual path. So what in 2017, my body was just really, really healing itself on a different level, and it was showing me to see what I wasn't seeing, and I still wasn't seeing it at that time. But you just got to kind of look at what's going on. Where is it coming from? Is it stress related? If it's manifesting within you. To me, I believe there's a root cause to every illness. There's a root cause. Some people think it's genetic. Some people think, oh, I'm born with this, and whatever, whatever, whatever. But I personally don't believe that. I believe everything, yes, is within us, and it's going to manifest for a reason. There's a reason why it's manifesting. That's why some people get this, some people get that. Why is it manifesting? When you look at people with heart issues, ask them, guarantee they have some type of hurt and pain that they have not healed from. Majority of the people that I've seen with heart issues, and I'm gonna say majority because again, I haven't done a damn um, what is it? When they like why am I not getting the words? When they do like the stats, I haven't sat with, but majority of the people have some type of deep heartbreak that they have not worked through, or unable to forgive, or unable to love themselves. Breaks down the heart space. Okay, true shit. Uh huh. Yep. It has to play out somewhere in the physical body. You know, I love holistic healing. I am a practitioner. I'm learning more. You guys know the nonprofit is coming with more holistic medical professionals. We definitely are changing the game, and that's why I switched from. I used to work in Western medicine, and I definitely do not stand by it anymore. I definitely look into, if you look into, which is called CAM, complementary alternative medicine, um, where people are looking for that, getting to the root cause and that more individualized kind of approach versus the numbers. In Western medicine, unfortunately, it's turned into numbers. Um, Right. But just on top of what it filters, being that it's a filter, you know what I mean? Like you got to get in the context of your organs. Like it's more than just filtering through your blood. Look at what you're feeding your soul and your body. what is manifesting through you. So there's a lot going on in the body that we don't kind of look at. We definitely need to detox. Look at the shit we eat. Like, look at the stuff that we eat. Horrible for our body. Oh, okay. Um, I personally haven't had any encounters with a fallen angel. If one is coming to you, there's a reason. I'm not going to say you should believe everything that they say, but I would ask for a like a representative angel to combat or to be there for you. You know what I mean? Um, but I personally don't know much about fallen angels or why they reach out when they do. I've never had one contact me or connect with me, so I really don't have the answer for that. But I would say if one is coming in your meditation, I would also ask like Archangel Michael or someone to kind of step in and give you some clarity of what's going on. Yes, herbal medicine is it. I do want my herbal license. That is something I am working on as well. Yeah. It is hard to clean up your diet. It is, especially when you're used to eating like a certain way. When you're used to eating a certain way, it is very hard. And I do agree with you, Divergent. Most shit is because our gut is so fucked up with the stuff that we're putting in our bodies. Um, and if you don't believe in like gut health, it's crazy because I get affected with my stomach very strongly because the way I'm an empath. So if you're an empath, your gut gets affected by energy. Okay. Not just by what you eat, by energy. So my gut is constantly the root of a lot of the stuff in my body and how it also when I'm purging. So you call it detox, I say purge, right? Your soul purges also. My body tends to purge through the gut. So that means that I tend to feel it there more than anything. And I listen to a lot of different types of guided meditation. I can tell you there's some beautiful guided meditation on detoxing your gut where it just you listen to it and by morning you shitting out a bunch of stuff. Like I'm no bullshit. Like I believe in guided meditation. I've like this shit is my life now, right? But you also need to do the detox. Cucumber and pineapple is a beautiful detox for your gut. Beautiful detox for your gut and colon. Okay. I really don't eat pork or bacon, and I used to love bacon. Bacon used to be my shit. BLT was like my favorite sandwich. I really don't eat bacon at all. It's like every now and then if I go to IHOP or some breakfast place like that. I don't. There's just a lot of things that I've gradually gotten rid of. I've gradually gotten rid of instead of keeping it. So I got to change the title because this changed to a whole different show instead of what I intended it to be. Right, right. Oh yeah, they don't. They don't care. That's why the unhealthy shit is cheaper. The unhealthy shit is way cheaper than the healthy stuff, right? But I do believe if you look at how you manage your money, you'll be able to eat healthier. A lot of people complain that they don't have money. It's because you're overfilling your fridge and your cabinets. You don't need to stockpile your fucking fridge and cabinets with a bunch of shit. It's not going to last, right? Unless you're doing meats in the freezer, of course that lasts. But stuff in the refrigerator, you should be buying weekly. You shouldn't be buying a bunch of shit, packing it in because you're not going to fucking use it and it's gonna go bad. But people don't teach us that. They would teach us to overpack, overbuy, overcook, right? And so we're just overdoing it. And so when you start to dial that down, you won't be doing that so much and you could go week by week, which is actually better for your pocket and better for what you're going to eat. Exactly. Start taking care of your bodies now. Trauma lives in the body and it affects our body and our mental health. Hell yeah, Dominic. And traumas play out through disease. Traumas play out through disease also. Uh, Um, mm, you know what? I do eat chicken and turkey are probably the two biggest meats that I do eat. Out of everything. I sometimes eat beef, but not a lot. I don't really eat a lot of beef. Um, I don't use medicines, Kimberly. I actually don't use medication at all. I am a person who is against medication. I really don't take anything. I don't take shit for a headache. I don't take shit for an upset stomach. I actually let my body work through a lot of this because I know it's coming from somewhere. You got to get to a point where you kind of understand what you're doing to your body and what's happening to your body. So I actually don't take shit. Um, I do like herbs though. You guys know I'm into herbal teas. So there's a lot of stuff that I do drink when it comes to flushing. And then fruits and veggies are the other thing, making smoothies. Making smoothies is like probably one of the biggest things that has helped me along this path. I know they have turkey bacon, but that's not the same. That is not the same. That is not the same at all. Yeah. I actually do the fasting also. I do stand by that divergent also. Um, because fasting does prompt your body to start to clean out a lot of shit within you. And it's it's because your body goes into, oh my God, we're gonna die, and it needs to feel that. It needs to feel we gonna starve sometimes. I do want to grow a lot of my own food as soon as I get a house. I'm in an apartment, very hard with the apartment I'm in. It doesn't get good lighting on the porch. So none of my fruits and vegetables have lived. I've tried to grow many on this porch and it just ain't getting it. So I got to get a house with a nice yard and sun. We already have sun here. I just got to get the yard. Hmm. Oh, the meditation. Send me a message so I can send you the one I listened to, Kimberly. Because I listened to like two. Because like I said, I'm an empath. So my stomach gets hit constantly, constantly gets hit. And when I purge, it comes all out through the gut. That's where it does. It is what it is, right? And I have like two that I listen to that hands down always relieve my symptoms. By the morning, I'm good. Hey Hope, good morning, boo. She said it's a steak and ribs for me. Now, every now and then I will fuck up some ribs, but again, I have to go out to a particular place to eat that. I don't cook it at home. I am getting more into herbal medicine far as that goes, just understanding it for myself. I'm not prescribing shit to no one until I get to a point where I've got my certification. I could tell you guys what I use and do all day long, but I'm not, I'm not like telling you, but telling you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I still like meat. Look, I still like meat. I still like the taste. And I know people are like, oh, you could use alternatives. Yeah, I don't know. There's times where I just want some chicken, okay? I've been a chicken hawk. You guys know, like if you're from my generation, you know the chicken hawk, right? Chicken hawk cartoon. And that was me. I always loved chicken. So they called me the chicken hawk. Good morning, Stephanie. Oh, meditation. I was Send me a message, I'll send it to you. So it got a little hard. I've watched a lot of videos about how to get or grow a garden in an apartment, but you got to have all this lighting and space, and I don't have that. And so I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like stop until I move. Yeah. Smoothies are awesome for detoxing. They and you don't need a lot of ingredients. Like a lot of people get stuck on having to have like all of these different ingredients and literally pineapple and cucumber, two fucking ingredients, okay? Top top notch fucking colon cleanse, okay? You don't got to have like a bunch of different ingredients. People we're trying to go too much overboard in some of this shit, right? Good morning, Brenda. Good, Dominique. That's probably your calling too. I think it is. I don't think so. I think people just hear, oh, it's vegan. And just like half of the shit that says that it's organic is still sprayed with different shit. Look, unless you grow it yourself, you don't know what's in it. Like you really don't. You really don't. I can't eat the fake meat. I'm sorry. You know, it's just like people talk about Taco Bell, but then you do you really know what you're buying at the grocery store? It says chicken, but is it chicken? Have you ever seen the have you ever seen there's videos that have gone around with people um pumping the chicken up to plump it up with the fillers. They plump the chicken up with the fillers and shit, plumping the shrimp up with the fucking fillers. Do we really know what we're fucking eating these days? Probably not. We're probably eating a bunch of shit. Probably eating a bunch of shit that we have no fucking idea. One time I watched this actually it was kind of an article I was looking at where most of the stuff on the counter of your supermarket is already like a year old. You know, from the time that it's created and made, shipped to a warehouse, and then finally gets to your store, it's probably already been created and made about a year. So you think about your pastas and shit that are on the fucking counter, all of those pre-made things with the preservatives to keep it alive, the preservatives to keep it, it's fucking horrible. We're paying for convenience. So we're paying for it through our health. Your convenience to have that TV dinner, pop it in and be done. Your convenience to have something that instead of you making your pasta by self, right? Because if you made your pasta, how long would that take you to make your own original pasta, right? You're paying for it through other ways. Unfortunately, it's the health. Mm, I know. I wish I was taught to, but you still can learn, right? Man, I'm man, I love chicken. I love chicken. Chicken is like my go-to meat. Yeah, ginger is a big one. Um, you guys know turmeric is a really good. You can sprinkle that. Cinnamon is a really good too. Sprinkle it in your drinks, okay? Um, I do love spinach. Spinach is probably one of my tops also. Yeah, I don't even eat soy anything. I did try this soy milk for a while, but I didn't like it. We don't. We don't know shit. We just buying shit and we're taking the word for it. You read the packaging and it's like, oh, it says organic. It must be organic. Well, that's just like when the wave of diet drinks came out and they were like, yeah, diet soda is good for you. No, it is fucking not. No soda is good for you. I don't give a fuck if it says 0 calories, no calories. No soda is good for you. Not one fucking bit. None. So the people who think, well, I drink diet soda, it's better. No, it's not. If I look me, I'm like, if I'm gonna drink soda, I'm just gonna drink soda. I ain't drinking fucking diet soda. Like we not doing it. And I don't drink soda all the time. So every now and then I will have a soda because my favorite soda used to be Dr. Pepper, man. But I don't drink it all the time. It's mostly like if I'm on the road, if I'm driving or something, or if I happen to be out, I might get that. But I always get water with lemon when I'm out. I make sure to get a water with lemon. Just eat bread. Yeah. So if you're not baking your own shit, if you're not making your shit from scratch, you don't know what the fuck you're eating. You don't know what you're eating. You're eating whatever the fuck they put in that shit. That's what you're eating. And that's what's, you know, Hey, what you put in your body is what you put in your body, right? You put cinnamon on your ice cream. Yeah, I love cinnamon. Cinnamon is like, I put cinnamon in every tea that I make. So every tea that I make has a stick of cinnamon in it. I love cinnamon. Uh, yeah, I don't drink faucet water anymore. That's another one. I don't drink faucet. I have a spring water service that delivers. So if you want to stop, one, I encourage you to find a water, someone who delivers water in your area. Get it. It's not as expensive as you think. One, stop with the plastic bottles and those fucking, plastic bottles of, those packs of waters. Do your diligence. Alkaline water is really good, but unfortunately it is expensive for a lot of people. If you look at the average person in the average pack of alkaline water, it's not as cheap as you would like it. So I actually get spring water. It's a spring water, Zephyr Hills out here in Florida. I actually have them deliver 5-gallon containers to me, and I do it monthly. It's a monthly service. So you could get the machine to put on your sink and have it clear the water for you if you have a filter. Stephanie, if you have a filter, do the filter. Mineral water, divergent. But I do buy alkaline water every now and then, but the comparison of price, I spend like $60 probably a month on it's about 40 to 60 depending on how many 5-gallon containers I get. And I get about 5 to 6, I think, containers, right? A month. You consider all the water bottles depending on your house, how much water you're going through, et cetera, et cetera. So for me, when I watched this thing about the difference in the waters, and some of the top waters that were listed as top waters were more acidic. And so what I did is I wanted to strive away from any acidic, harmful waters. And so Zephyr Hills was actually one of the ones that was rated with the least acidic acid or acidic base to it. So that's why I ended up going with them. You're good, Brenda, making everything by fucking hands. Cause me, I'll be sitting here like, who can I order from today who's not gonna kill me? And see, honey is a really good for your gut. Elizabeth, yes, honey is actually really good for your gut. Um, Not for babies though, but for people, for older people. Hey boo, so you just have to get it, and you guys have a lot of awesome content here. I need you to go and pop that in the tribe. You guys got some awesome hints of what to do, and where people should look and why people should be switching over, because it's these little tips that are going to help you. My skin is way better because of the water that I choose to drink. I don't drink faucet water, and I don't buy what's the water, Aquafina and all those are horrible far as acid goes, okay? Um Amongst other things, they got other shit in there. Even Fiji water is actually not good. They're actually fucking horrible too. Um I like agave on there's these little, Spanish Cuban side, right? Agave is like the motherfucking fruit, I think. But they have these like little cakes every now and then I get. Yeah, the Aquafina is probably one of the most horrible. I think it's higher. I think it's like the Hyde. Fried pickles, Sakura, you shouldn't even said that because now you're about to make me hungry. I don't add sugar to shit. So I don't even buy sugar in my house. Like I don't own white sugar. Not to be racist, right, against the sugar, but I don't buy sugar at all. I'll put honey. Actually, in my coffee, I put honey and lemon. So the coffee you see is like Folgers black coffee, and then I put a little bit of honey and I put lemon in it in the morning. So I don't put any sugar in my drink. I used to be a big creamer person and I used to buy all these crazy creamers. I don't buy any of the creamers anymore at home. Every now and then I'll have a taste for Starbucks and I will get Starbucks, but I don't get Starbucks every day anymore. I used to be an everyday Starbucks person. I don't do Starbucks anymore like that. Every now and then I'll have a taste and I'm like, okay, I need it. I'm like a drug addict. I need it. Yes, they add stuff in the water, boo. They add chemicals. Most of the water is treated. It's treated water. It's treated with harsh chemicals. So these bottled water companies are not all what they claim to be. So me personally, I'm spring water. It doesn't taste the best, spring water, but it actually is less acidic. And so I'm gonna see if I can find that where this person did like the acidic test. And I'm gonna see if I can drop it in here for you guys because they're treated with different chemicals. Okay. Here it goes. Here it goes. All right. I'm gonna share this link. This one, it's the pH test. So um I'm gonna put the YouTube link down there so you could go look at it later. I don't know about smart water. I don't know how good that one is. Honestly, I don't drink that one. Um, yeah, I don't fuck with sugar at all. It is a legal drug. And if you ever notice coming off of sugar how irritated you get. So like when I used to have my caramel macchiatos, I didn't realize that part till I was coming off of them, right? And it's you fiend like a fucking crackhead. Like shit. Yeah. Oh, so you're making me hungry, Heather. I love it that you're doing yoga, boo. Yeah. Yeah. Watch that. Watch that. It actually has some of the top waters on there. That I saw one of those, and that was a couple years ago, and that's what made me kind of switch my brand of water. Um, Fluoride is bad. Fluoride is actually bad because it dumbs down your abilities. I don't even buy fluoride in my toothpaste. I buy a brand called Tom's. It's fluoride free. It's been around since forever. It's one of the only fluoride free toothpaste on the market, okay, that you still want a minty taste. Because, sometimes I will brush my teeth with baking soda, but that is not the best taste afterwards, right? Zephyr Hills is fucking fabulous. I love Zephyr Hills. I would be a spokesperson if Zephyr Hills wants to, sponsor me. I would talk about them all damn day. Um, Florida's beautiful water. But yeah, don't do anything with fluoride. I don't even use mouthwash anymore because of the fluoride. But let me tell you, has my gifts enhanced? Yes, yes, they have. I think I want to say it's been over 6 months since I switched out my toothpaste. Um, I don't buy any toothpaste that has fluoride and I don't buy mouthwash. You gotta change some of the products that you're using. If you look into them, I actually don't buy I used to buy body wash. I don't buy body wash anymore. I actually have switched over to healthier bars of soap that I get from the spiritual store. Yes, it's a little bit more, a couple more dollars, but they're natural, they're organic, and they're not full of a bunch of other chemicals for your body. You eventually do it. You don't have to do it all at once, but start switching out slowly by surely. Okay. And then, get into that routine of switching. Look at your brands, look at what's in it, look at how they make it. And I used to be a Dove person. I loved Dove body wash. Bunch of shit in this stuff, right? Pollen Springs, yeah. So any spring water company is gonna be awesome, right? And they have really good deals. You wouldn't imagine the deals that they have to deliver it to your home. I ain't fucking with Colgate. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. You use Tom's deodorant. Now, my deodorant is the only thing that I have not been able to switch. I I told you guys I tried the Lumi. But I still am using my Dove deodorant. I have not been able to switch my deodorant. I'm very particular about smells, and I just have not been able to switch the deodorant. Yeah. Yeah, I've used peroxide too, with just cleansing mouth and stuff like that. It just, of course, it's not gonna leave this fresh minty taste. But if you get the Tom's toothpaste, it does have a mint flavor. So it's not as bad as you think. But again, natural stuff is not all, minty and fucking fresh. It just isn't. But it's natural. It does clean. It does the job, right? I don't think I've ever heard of earthly deodorant. Yeah, I mean, chemtrails is not something we really can block from, but I can tell you how you receive it is how you receive it. If you believe these chemtrails are going to poison you, guess what? It's going to poison you. Just like we're not going to say the Rona. If you believe you about to get it, you're going to get it, right? So the stuff that we have no control over, the stuff that you have control over, make your changes, right? The stuff that you have no control over, release it. Release it, release it, and release it. You said that Lumi shit burned. It just didn't smell right. It was like this lavender. I was just like, yeah, no, this shit, I don't like it. Dr. Teal with no aluminum. I don't know. I might have to look into the deodorants. I've been so like hesitant to change my deodorant. And I know I'm telling you, it's a process. I've been slowly working through everything. I was looking at a book yesterday because I want to actually learn how to make my own soap and detergent and stuff because I want to get away from the store brand stuff. So I'm actually going to look into making my own, not to sell it, but just to make my own stuff. The natural just deodorant burns you. Yeah. I'll have to check out Earthly. And then you said Dr. Teal's. I'll have to check that one out too. Yeah. Basically make your own protection bubble. I don't even use tampons because and I'll tell you a quick thing about for the women, right? Because we know men be watching sometimes. Um, but on the tampons, you got to remember, just like dishing, your vaginal canal is built to protect itself. It's built to cleanse itself. It's built just like your nose cleanses and you sneeze because it's blowing out shit that needs to come out. Your vagina does the same thing. So, as great as tampons are for women, it also takes away from your natural bacteria that's there. The tampon is absorbing everything. So you're absorbing and taking away from that space. So I don't use tampons. I've never been a tampon person. I don't believe in it. I think it can harm you more than the convenience of it. Because remember, convenience of it, right? The convenience of not wearing a pad, a convenience of this. But on the back end of it, it can cause so much more irregularity for you in your body. And you got to remember your vaginal space is sacred. you should really be careful of what you're putting up there, right? And dishing is a no-no. I know people want to dish because, you that's what we were taught. We were taught to dish, but dishing wasn't for us. They didn't create dishing because it was great and healthy for women. You're actually, again, washing out your natural bacteria that's there to fight for you. So just think about that. Just think about that, ladies. I know convenience, I know it's better, but you kind of got to think about what you're putting up there. It's baby steps, Divergent. It's baby steps because I have not been this super healthy green, on everything. But the more I look into things, the more I elevate my energy, the more I want to do better and cleaner for my life. And so it's those baby steps. Because remember, we've been pre-programmed to think certain things, right? Some of this shit we've been doing and we watched our family do, and it's been passed down. And some of this is generational that we're trying to change. And so a lot of this is bad habits that have been instilled in us. So we're all like, trying to move along and make these better choices, and it's baby steps. Yeah, I've never tried the menstrual cups. I've seen it, but I'm like, yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah, there are feminine washes that you should use. You shouldn't even really be washing your vagina area with regular soaps. It's harsh. Your body has this natural ability to heal, you guys. And we sometimes are fucking it up by the shit that we're putting on and doing, okay? You said I bleed like the Red Sea. Um, Heather, you probably need to get into that womb and see why you're bleeding so heavily. But even with that, again, it's a natural process, right? Because remember, what is the bleeding process? After your body releases its eggs and they're not fertilized, and because your uterus swells up with all this blood because it's getting ready for, maybe you have a baby, even though you're like, yeah, no, then when nothing happens, it has to release. So it's natural. It is what it is. We get so embarrassed because we've been made to be embarrassed of a menstrual period because it's blood. Okay, you bleed. You know what I mean? You bleed, right? God, thank you, Brenda. I used to bleed really heavy, really crazy heavy, where I'd have to wear two pads, and it was just like, what the fuck? But I can tell you a lot of that goes to womb trauma also. So you really got to get into your womb and see what's going on. Is it really just genetics, or is that ancestral trauma that's been placed through womb to womb to womb to womb? Okay. There's a lot of stuff that we're not taught to look at. And we're just like, oh, that's just my period. It's just heavy. No, look into it. Get more into that womb space and see what else is going on. Okay. Oh, all cotton pads. You know what? I have an IUD, so I don't even bleed. I have liners. I don't even bleed, which is the beauty of having a fucking IUD. Um, yeah, yeah. And I use all natural soaps though, Dominic. I can tell you, I'm right there with you. Those other soaps used just to wreak havoc on me. But I can tell you, since I've switched to there's this it's an all natural soap I actually buy from this Publix actually, and it's goat milk. And they have lavender and the mint, and they have patchouli and all of these different mixes, and I fucking love them. They're a little bit expensive. I love them though. But I will look into them for the liners though, because that would be awesome to see if they have liners. Because I do still wear liners. Holy basil helps with heavy bleeding, healing of the womb. There's actually another one too that helps with that is I want to say it's called You know what? I can't remember. I'm gonna say it wrong and I'm gonna spell it wrong. I just came across it like the other day when I was looking up herbs. Yeah. Yeah. What kind of yoni steam are you doing, boo? Yeah, I love having my IUD. Some people have issues with it, but nah, the IUD has saved my life from that heavy bleeding. But I can tell you guys also I've have a lot of wound trauma. So it's not a surprise that I had like all these crazy, periods and stuff throughout my life. I mean, I had wound trauma since young, and not to mention ancestral wound trauma. You made yoni soap and oil from natural products. Okay. You'll have to send me the info, boo. I don't know about you know what? I've never tried the Yanni pearls. I need to do more research on those. We should. Let's buy some fucking lamb. Let's do this. Good morning, Kayla. Oh, you had a hysterectomy, yeah. At one point they were telling me I might need to get a hysterectomy, but when you got spirit in your ear telling you no, you just like, okay, no. Um, no worries. I don't know who you are in the tribe, but hey. Oh, I've heard of the yoni. I've only really looked into the yoni steaming because, again, I told you guys about 2 years ago, I did one for myself and I loved it, but I did it with a womb healing meditation. So it was more than just yoni steam, it was womb healing, and getting back into that sacred vagina after being raped and molested and all of this stuff that I was still carrying in trauma. So it was really to cleanse my womb and that vagina energy also from exes. It was a lot of shit I was doing in 2020. So um, I got really into like the yoni steaming, but I have not looked into the pearls. She said crone hood is chasing me. Right, right. It just was like, I kept feeling like, you know what I mean? You have that feeling like, no, maybe hysterectomy is not it right now, right? Gotcha. I'm gonna look into it since I'm getting more and more into the womb healing stuff. And if the pearls are, good and healthy, just like the steaming, I believe the steaming does wonders. That might be something I want to add to my kit. Mm. Awesome. I'm definitely gonna look into the Yanni pearls. You guys know I created my own Yanni steam blend. If you didn't know, I have my own kit. It's about a 7-day kit that I put together, but it's such a healing. It's a healing kit. It's really for you to heal and get into that meditative space with your womb and your vagina area, and just really come back to this it being sacred despite what has happened to you. 3 pearls you wear for 72 hours. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, so we totally changed this morning show, but I loved the conversation. And I think we just needed to hear some healthier options, right? So, anyone else who's listening to this that maybe didn't know this stuff, drop a comment when you watch this. Let us know your tips and tricks. I would love it if you guys that are in the tribe drop your tips and tricks of these to the tribe. There's so many people who just don't know where to start, don't know where to begin, don't know where to start changing their lives and growing, right? Um, and this is what we need. This is how we empower each other, just giving each other options of what to do in our lives, how to detox, how to get back healthier, how to just start taking care of ourselves, self love, right? We always go left, right? But today, normally I get back to topic, but today just it was one of those things that we had to stay on this topic. So it was more important for us to talk about these issues. And I love you guys, the men that watch me that are always watching, but we do I am a woman, so a lot of my perspective is from a woman's perspective. So we do tend to go on more women's issues. Again, I'm not a man, so I can't, get on your issues. But maybe one day I'll be able to address more men issues. Maybe one day I'll be able to address more of your issues. But men, if you guys need me to address more of your issues, get in my inbox, let me know what's going on, and then I can bring it to the table and talk about it, right? But it's all good. All right, let me see.